Hey, it's Dr. Barton Jr. coming to you here with a holiday update, a special Christmas Eve edition of what's going on in the markets. A couple of things to think about as we head into the time of the Santa Claus rally. Yeah, I'm wearing my sport coat and a dress shirt because I was on Varney and Company this morning and talking about the Santa Claus rally and a couple of stocks that I'm looking at. But what I want to talk about is what to look forward to going into the end of the year and show you one quick seasonal tendency that is playing out and should continue to play out and may be something you want to think about in terms of your short-term investing and trading. So first of all, let me jump down here to the corner, get out of your way, and let's look at the markets behind me. So I'm going to jump down here to the corner and let's talk about what's happening here with the S&P 500. I want to draw two lines for you that I think are very important. I've posted this on Twitter, and I want to show you first the area that we're kind of the box that we're kind of trading in for the last 16 will be now the 17th trading day. Not expecting a big expansion day today. On Christmas Eve, according to FactSet, we only get about 34% of a normal volume in trading. Now, there are 3 hours shorter. The market closes at 1 p.m. instead of 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, but still in that 3 hours, it's just not as many people trading on Christmas Eve. So don't expect a big day here. I want to draw another line across here for you, right across the bottom of that line. You can right across the bottom of the box, and you can see that this is an important line. You see this tail that went up there? So we had a touch there, almost a touch there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before we broke through cleanly, came back, tested once, tested twice, and we're remaining inside the box as long as we stay above this line. This is a line in the sand. This is a line in the sand right here. That's the one that we're going to keep our eye on going forward. Now, I talked about the Santa Claus rally. Let's talk about what's happening with that. The Santa Claus rally is coined by Yale Hirsch in 1969 and in his famous stock trading almanac, Stock Trader's Almanac. And looking back in that period of time, those 50 years since he coined that phrase, 37 out of those 50 years have been up years. So that means that's about a 74% win rate. And the average gain has been a plus 1.3%. So that is a significant edge over normal market averages. And so we're looking for that rally to continue. I think the only thing that could pour some cold water on the rally that we've had over the past couple of months would be any news coming out of Georgia that would show that the Republicans will not carry, that the red team will not get at least one of those seats out of Georgia to be able to maintain their majority in the Senate and the balance between the White House, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. So that's one thing that we'll be keeping our eye on. But absent any significant news about coming out of Georgia, I believe as we head into, I believe that's a January 5th runoff. I believe that the thing that we want to keep an eye on going into the end of the year and the beginning of the new year is what's called the January effect. Now, the January effect has said that small cap stocks outperform large cap stocks in the month of January. That was very true right up until 1987, right up until the 87 crash. After that, the January effect has actually moved back a bit into December, into the last 2 weeks of December. And wow, has it been taking over this year. Let me show you some data on that just in one of the charts that I like a lot. This chart that we're looking at here, I'm going to change colors on my pen. This chart that we're looking at here has at the top, this one right now I have the diamonds, the Dow Industrial Average. Here is the S&P 500 in their daily charts. And then the line that's down here shows the difference, the ratio between the two. If you just take this one this number, this closing price, and divide it by this closing price, you make a point down here. And when this line is going down, when this line is heading down like it has been, it says that the stock on top is weaker. When it's heading up, it says the stock on top has been stronger relative to the stock in the middle. So I want to show you, see the Dow's been a bit weaker. That's no surprise. The Dow being a less watched index these days, to be honest, outside of the media, because most traders and investors I know look at it because other people look at it, but then they don't trade off of it. They don't really work many technicals on it, because as a price weighted instead of a cap weighted index, it really doesn't tell as good a story as the S&P or the Qs, which we'll look at next. Let's look at the NASDAQ, and you can see that as of this little dip here, after that the S&P has been outperforming, has been a little bit stronger than the S&P 500, but just a bit. Now I want to show you the small caps, the Russell. Let's see what's happening there. Here is the Russell, and look at this outperformance. The S&P made a new all-time high here, then a marginal one here, and then has been going flat. But look at what the small cap IWM has been doing, straight up. And look at this outperformance since the lows back here. Really significant outperformance in December, and that seasonal tendency continues. So if you want to play the Santa Claus rally, you might think of doing it with IWM, the small cap index ETF, or options on the IWM if you are familiar and comfortable trading options. So that is your holiday update. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll look forward to jumping in with some more market updates after the Christmas time break. So markets will be closed Friday the 25th for Christmas. We'll be picking right back up on Monday. So a very Merry Christmas to all of you, regardless of your spiritual persuasion and what your spiritual practices are. I just hope the love and the joy and the hope of the season are with you and your family. So we'll see you on the other side of the Christmas holiday. Have a great one, and God bless you.